Half the serfs knew beforehand and fled into the woods, but the
Here to spy on us.
Who would I be spying for?
For Henselt. For Death Mold. I heard they hired you.
It just so happens we have common aims. But don't worry, observing Vernon Roche isn't one of them.
In that case, to what do I owe this pleasure?
I was wondering what you're actually doing here, Vernon.
The Blue Stripes never want for work, especially in a hotbed like this.
You're not about to tell me, are you? And here I thought we had something special.
I've got my finger on the pulse, and I've not forgotten what I came here for, Geralt.
Foltest's assassin.
Precisely. He's holed up like a rat, and he'll meet a rat's end.
Any idea what's happening on the other side of the Battle of Spectres?
Well, I expect not much has changed. A bunch of dwarves, elves, and peasants are trying to figure out how to save Edirn.
Saskia's an exceptional woman.
But just a woman, nonetheless. Besides, how would you know?
Just a hunch, and there's all the talk. Besides, to assemble an army of elves, dwarves, and humans who fight side by side, you pretty much have to be extraordinary.
You'll not persuade me some woman will defeat Henselt in battle.
You're forgetting one thing. Kedwen's just fighting for a better life. Edirn's fighting for life itself.
Motivation's important, I grant you. But it can't trump knowledge of the art of war. Temeria's my only concern. And I'll be glad to see Henselt's forces tied up here. That's a good thing.
Think he wouldn't stop after conquering Edirn? What if he quickly deals with Saskia and turns his army west?
It's possible, but I hope it won't come to that.
You need to be careful. Death Mold can't learn that you're holding a Kedweni spy.
He won't. Don't you worry none.
Death Mold has an excellent net of his own spies.
That spy we caught at Laredo's, Arnold. He's prancing around in the next world.
Did he spill anything interesting?
He was tough, but waterboarding can be incredibly effective. Eventually, he coughed up that Henselt was trying to bring the border towns to a boil.
Henselt's not stupid. He wouldn't want to wage war on two fronts.
That rat Laredo was supposed to stir unrest in Flotsam. Luckily, you rearranged his intestines with your blade.
You miss your old friend, Yorvith?
If the gods are kind, he'll yet fall into my hands. That said, I wonder what the scoundrel's up to.
What news of good old Flotsam?
Thanks to us, it still is good old Temerian Flotsam. If I hadn't sniffed out Laredo's treachery, a Kedweni garrison would be stationed there already. Constable John Natalis has appointed a new commandant to Flotsam. Let's hope he doesn't turn out to be another whore.
How are things, Vernon?
Quiet. Nothing to talk about, really. Like everybody else, I'm waiting to see how events unfold.
Why not stop waiting and try setting something in motion?
My people are combing the area for Letho, who seems to have vanished. There's nothing else I can do. What are you up to?
Busy as ever. I need to lift the fog of specters, reverse Sabrina's curse, and find out who's behind the plot to assassinate Henselt.
I never thought I'd see you so eager to help Henselt.
Coincidence. Our interests happen to have aligned.
What interest might you have in tracking down this plot?
I get the feeling it's all linked. If I can't get to the bottom of this plot, I'll be unable to lift the curse and never recover my past.
In any case, I wonder who's behind it.
Well, I know where the plotters meet. If you want to learn more, come with me.
That would be a grave error. A captain of the Temerian army shouldn't meddle in the domestic matters of another state.
I thought that's exactly what they pay you to do.
Sorry, Geralt. This time I truly cannot help.
The coin says these are pansies, not soldiers. But we'll have to make do with them. We'll put them out front, let the cavalry run them over. Maybe it'll lose some momentum. So, the battle was on. Terrible losses on the left flank. They almost broke our ranks. Their serfs dropped their pikes and ran to the archers' corpses.
Did they start looting?
Listen, they picked up the bows and shot at the enemy. I tell you, each shot meant a dead man.
Ah, those were the serfs from Bywood.
Exactly. Poaching is in their blood.
Close the distance!
Finn!
Keep dropping your guard like that and they'll beat your kisser to a pulp! Who do we have here?
Someone who's worried about your close combat skills.
We practice a few hours every day.
And here I thought practice makes perfect.
Really? Care to show us your skill then? White-haired one.
Why not? Who's willing?
I'll try. See if you're as strong in your arms as you are in your gob.
Let's see what my friend Vernon taught you.
Make some room!
Keep your guard up. That's more like it. Keep your guard up. That's more like it.
Got a feeling Fen won't remember much of that fight. With a few more surprises up our sleeves. How about you?
Why not? Who's willing?
Take me on. I fancy learning a few witcher's tricks.
Let's see what my friend Vernon taught you.
Make some room!
Close the distance. Move it! Dodge! Dodge! Wake up!
Ha! He's still young. He'll learn. With a few more surprises up our sleeves. How about you?
Why not? Who's willing?
Run out of monsters to slay? Why are you fighting my men?
Just checking to see if you've taught them well.
And?
I'm amazed they're still standing.
You lackeys. Letting yourselves get thrown around like hay bales. Maybe you want to give me a try.
Show me what you got, my striped friend.
You win. Feels like I've been kicked by a mare.
Pleasure getting a few slugs in the mug from you, Witcher. We're always eager to learn. You deserve a prize.
I don't need a reward.
It's no reward, just a sign of gratitude. We drag our asses round the world and collect all sorts of scrap metal. Take something. May it serve you well. See you soon.
Not so fast, Witcher. You'll take me on now. You snitch.
So be it.
What the bloody hell's all this about?
We're just practicing.
Want practice? I'll have you cleaning the canteen with your bare arses. How's that for practice? Back to the camp!
Aye, sir. That doesn't end this. Stop looking for square coins. You've lit it again, and you just might lose your head.
So long.
got her orders and got busy preparing to leave the village. She comes up here.
Oh, the laundry won't dry.
Pull your legs out of your arms!
Stay dry. Oh, the laundry won't dry.
Are you Leva?
If you've got a growth of some sort and you're here for the salve, get in line.
Nothing of the sort this time. You were here during Henselt's previous expedition.
What of it?
I have some questions.
Be quick. Half of Henselt's nobility's waiting for this salve. They've all started pissing blood out of longing for the spouses they left at home.
Did many soldiers survive the battle 3 years ago?
But a handful. The rest were just vaporized. Those who could walk dragged those who couldn't. All the survivors were horribly burned.
I'm interested in that tower.
It's the remnant of a manor sacked long ago. They call it the Tower of Debauchery, since Madame Carol made camp at its foot.
The ravines around the camp. They don't look like they were shaped by nature.
They're proof of the great power sorceresses can summon. Sabrina's fireballs scarred the ground for many miles around the battlefield. 3 years back, it was the home of Malgit, a healer, and his family. While he helped us tend the wounded, someone murdered his children. Malgit couldn't come to terms with the tragedy and threw himself into the river. The children were buried behind the house. Their graves should still be there.
I'll let you get back to treating all those brave fighting men.
Oh, the laundry won't dry.
Guess they'll never learn.
You're not the one we seek, though his aura is strong, even on you.
Impossible. I watched Maverick wash his pants.
Who are you?
I'm a Witcher, and I'm here because you haunt an innocent man. You've ruined Maverick's life, and it's high time you left this world.
Maverick? Innocent? That son of a bitch murdered me and my 2 sisters, then threw our bodies off the cliff. Our father, Malgat, died of despair. Fortunately, fate has brought Maverick here again, straight into our hands. Revenge shall be ours.
I need to find out if you're telling the truth. If your story checks out, I'll bring Maverick here.
Not another fucking stone.
The plague.
Still looking for coins? What else am I to do?
We'll have to sit it out like hens on their eggs until this mist lifts.
It won't just disappear.
Look what the cat dragged in.
We need to talk.
What? No, hello, good morning. Pack her up and kiss my ass, nothing.
Hello.
Good morning, White Wolf. Will you take some tea? It's a fortifying beverage.
Some other time, maybe. Can you make anything out of these notes, sorcerer?
Where did you get them?
Unimportant.
And you've no notion what's in them?
Wouldn't be asking if I did.
They describe a very dangerous ritual. Practically pure necromancy. The sort that gets you burned at the stake.
Be specific. What kind of ritual?
One to summon the soul of an evil man. A man evil enough to wander the world after death. Souls of this kind gladly enter into covenants in the hope of being sent into the beyond.
Why would anyone want to deal with evil?
The possible reasons are many. You'll always find people willing to sell their souls in exchange for something valuable to them. I'll gladly buy the scroll.
I thought necromancy was forbidden.
Oh, it is, but I'm an avid collector of manuscripts containing forbidden knowledge.
I think I'll keep it. Maybe I can become a collector myself.
The whole camp's gone berserk looking for the coins. Grown lads with their arses in the air, scavenging.
Where are these coins from?
Have you managed to do anything, Witcher?
The specters manifest themselves even when you're absent. They've burrowed deep into your subconscious. If I killed them now, they'd return instantly, so I need your help to destroy them.
If there's no other way, what would you ask of me?
Meet me at the beach, an hour before midnight.
Still looking for coins?
What else am I to do? This mist's driving me crazy.
Not another fucking stone.
Life can be really strange. I fought the Nilfgaardians a few years back.
The Elder and the Recruiter are coming for you. He was slaughtering pigs at the top.
Come on. No reason to keep the specters waiting.
You've finally returned, brother. Time to atone for your evil deeds. You shall surrender to us your soul.
Kiss my arse, Phantom. You'll not make me shit myself this time. Me and the Witcher will dispatch you where you belong.
Naive little maverick, made a fool of your entire life. Isn't that true, Geralt?
What are they talking about?
Don't listen to this nonsense. Just help me kill them.
How many more can there be?
I'll not forget what you did for me.
I did it for coin.
Small price for peace of mind.
Don't you owe me an explanation? I want to hear the truth.
I was born by the very border. General van der Grift understood that I knew every blade of grass here. So he appointed me lead scout. We were based in my family's house.
This house?
One day I scouted beyond the river. When I returned, I found my father digging the graves behind the house.
What happened?
Honor was everything to him. He had brought us up, taught us principles, and then one day Aedirnian soldiers arrived and undid all that. Shamed his children. He could not stop himself. He swore he did not do it, but there was blood in his clothes. We fought. He fell from the cliff.
Why did the specters want your soul?
Maybe they've no tolerance for patricide.
Maybe. Now go back to camp and present proof of your valor. Take back your dignity.
Come on!
Well, it was here yesterday.
Hello, what is it?
I heard you and your men arm wrestle a bit.
What's it to you? That sport's only for the strongest.
Do I look like a wimp to you?
Truth be told, but I'm willing to test you. If you want to wrestle, put down your orange and we'll get to it.
Let's do this.
You're tough. Hello.
Looking for something?
I heard some tough men serve in your company.
You heard right.
Care to test that with a little arm wrestling contest?
Why not? If you want to wrestle, I need to see some horns.
Let's do this.
Your paws are strong as a bear's. I'll give you that.
Yours are strong for a human's, I guess.
Still looking for coins? What else am I to do? This mist's driving me crazy.
Yeah?
You're the quartermaster's assistant?
Yeah.
Great. I want to see the best equipment you have. I've got the coin. The army stands to gain, not lose by me.
I should think so. So?
You sure you're the quartermaster's assistant?
Yeah?
I ask because assistants are usually pretty glib.
I'm glib.
No, you're not.
My gal left me.
How do you know?
She wrote me a letter. Wait a minute. Damn it. She can't write. The bastards. Beavers, not friends. I'll show them as soon as I get home. Snot-nosed scribes, counting barley all day. They get bored, look for diversions. I'll give them diversion. Many thanks. At first I thought, go away, Emo. But now I see you're a good fellow.
So will you help me?
I should think so. So? So?
I'd like to play dice.
I'll play if you beat Zivik and Madame Carroll, not before.
Still looking for coin?
What do you want, Witcher?
From what I can see, you and the men love your king.
He's like a father to us, really. Comes around from time to time, chats it up, pats you on the mug. Remembers our names, too, though you gots to earn that in battle. Been so distinguished 3 times already. Pride myself on it.
I'm sure it's a great honor for a humble soldier like yourself.
Last time it happened, we was on the march. Some peasant poisoned his well. A few of our lads died, many others got sick. I pacified that village. We hit them so hard, we even struck fear into our own boys. They went without a row for 2 days, and the king was very pleased. He came around, gave me a friendly punch in the gut, laughed and said, "You are one true son of a bitch. If you'd not been born among swine, you'd probably be king." That's how he is. Humane and all. He's really got a heart.
Did you participate in the battle?
I did. And I fought. But I'd rather not go into it.
The spirits of those who died in battle are now in combat on that field. They kill each other and change into nasty creatures called Draugrs. Aedirnians, Cadwennies, even your comrades. I want to help them, but I have to know what happened during the battle.
Oh, the plague. Listen then. The fighting started in the afternoon. The Dun Banner was first to attack. We were ambushed, cut off from our main unit and devastated. Bloody scouts and Sabrina Glevisic, who was supposed to mind the battlefield. By then, the battle was in full swing. Wherever you see those damned furrows, people fought there. The Aedirnian lines faltered a few times, but we couldn't crush them because of Selkirk. Yes, we had the Visitor. They had Selkirk of Gullet, the invincible White Knight, Edirn's finest swordsman. Wherever our forces gained the upper hand, he'd appear and reverse the fighting's course. Then, Van de Grift himself went into battle. He met Selkirk in the middle of the melee. It was a battle of titans. In the end, the Visitor hacked Selkirk and sliced the White Knight from his head to his balls. Then, death fell from the heavens. Lumps of burning soil flew through the air. The whole valley was on fire. Damned magic of a damned witch. I owe my life to Priest Crest, our chaplain. He led me out of the battle and went back for the others. He had a medallion that protected him against fire. He led everyone out, including the Edirnians. But the flames got him in the end.
You mentioned the priest.
A really good man. He was with us the whole time, during the march, in the barracks and in battle, among common soldiers. Freya gave him a medallion to protect him from fire. I don't know how true that is, but he led me and many others to safety.
Who has this medallion?
King Henselt. I saw it once. I don't know how he got hold of it, but he definitely had it.
Were you at Brenna?
Ah, yes. Cut down more black ones there than anywhere else. The Redanians were in disarray on the left when we joined the battle. Same with the Temerian regiments in the middle. We arrived just in time. Menno Cohorn commanded the Nilfgaardians. He was some leader. Even we feared him like fire. But somehow we prevailed.
What happened to him afterwards?
He refused to flee, died like many others. Though no one knows who did it, and no one ever found his corpse.
What happened before the battle?
We forded the Pontar on the third day after the autumn equinox. The Edirnians were waiting for us, formed up in a long line at the foot of those hills. I remember the banners of Vengerberg, Aldersburg, Gullet. Knights, armoured infantry, peasants, the Vergen Dwarf Regiment, all save the king. They numbered more than 5,000. General Vandegrift, commander of the Kedwennies, had less than 4,000, including the elite Bearheads, armoured troops from Ard Caraig, and the famous White Foxes of the north. And ourselves, the Dun Banner, veterans of Brenner, hated by the Edirnians more than the plague. But above all, we had Vandegrift the Visitor. Maybe he was a bastard, but he knew war like nobody else.
Do I have this right? You served in the Dun Banner?
Did indeed. Henselt's never commanded a fiercer group of warriors, and he never will. If not for us, there'd have been no victory for the North at Brenner. We carried the day.
I didn't see the Dun Banner in the camp.
And you won't. The unit's no more. Ensign Eckhart Hennessy carried the standard into battle for the last time 3 years ago.
Glevisig's magic?
Worse. The Edirnian troops, the bastards. The Dun Banner, the pride of Kedwen, lost its standard and almost all its men. The Visitor refused to send us reinforcements when we were cut off. The Dun must prevail. It's been in worse shite than this. The Dun will be all right. 7 Edirnians to each one of us. We had no fucking hope. 200 men went into battle and less than 70 came back. But that's not all. Only a few survived to this day. Boys couldn't handle it. Suicide, firewater, fistek. A few became highwaymen. They ended up on the gallows or in ditches. Memories can also kill you, and soldiers don't always deal with them well.
I have to find that standard.
I heard it lies in the catacombs neath Vergen, alongside my mates. Hey, if you're thinking of going there, I ought to give you my beaver skin cap. That's its rightful place.
Did you see the duel between Seltkirk and Vandegrift?
From a distance. At the time I was on that hill, and they were somewhere over there. The field used to be as flat as a table. It was their second duel. Earlier, in peacetime, they'd met at a tournament in Ard Caraig. Seltkirk won then. Vandegrift's sword cracked and the Visitor had to yield. After the tournament, he had a new sword forged by Kedwen's best mages and swordsmiths. That's how Lowathan came to be.
I think that means hatred in the Elder language. Pretty pretentious.
They say a sorcerer cast a spell on the sword and told Vandegrift the blade wouldn't crack as long as he remained invincible. The mage got 50 lashes and was the last to mention any such nonsense.
Who has Vandegrift's sword now?
When the Sea of Flames died out, the looters ran amok. They found Seltkirk's chain mail, which survived somehow. Maybe it was magical too. Vandergrift's sword went missing. The boys in the camp claim the female dragon slayer has it, but I wouldn't even try talking to her.
Who's got Selkirk's chainmail?
A certain Vincent Trott. Low nobility, in the army since forever. A greedy bastard.
Where can I find him?
That's a problem. Deathmold wanted him arrested after they found a square coin on him. Some of the officers and noblemen want to get rid of the black ones. They don't like how they lord it around the camp, even that the king talks to them. Those coins are their sign, the stupid bunch of plotters. Anyway, Vincent's a swashbuckler. He thrashed Deathmold's people and disappeared. Those with the coins won't say a word because they're scared of Deathmold.
Thanks, Civic. I'd like to play dice.
I haven't the time right now, but I'll be willing to test you if it turns out you're any good.
And how is that supposed to turn out?
Beat Fragile and Gondor, simple as that.
What else am I to do? This mist's driving me crazy.